Assalamu alaikum students. This lecture is for the class 7th. We were discussing about the pillars of Indian democracy. We discussed about the decision making, that it's the action or the process of making important decisions. Decision making means that the leaders or the legislature came to a conclusion while sharing their opinions, and they form a concrete decision for the welfare of the people. It is also a pillar of democracy. Like we have an example, like in the middle, that they declare a work, the legislature has a work, they choose the representatives, they analyze the problem, they saw what the best process will be for the people, they create alternatives. Alternative means different choices, and they come to a concrete decision, and they form a concrete decision for the welfare of the people. Also, we discussed the pillar called equality. It means the state of being equal. It's one of the ideals of a democratic society, and so fight to attain different kinds of equality, like racial equality, gender equality, or equality of opportunity between rich and poor, and is often associated with the progress towards the ideal everyone being truly equal. Equality means that we have no discrimination. We should not discriminate on the basis of race, on the basis of gender, or on the basis of anything. We should provide equal opportunities, whether from rich society, whether from the poor one, whether on the discrimination should not be any kind. So everyone should be given equal opportunities. Then it's the capacity or the potential that the humans or the citizens utilize and get their equal share in the society, but the government should provide the equal opportunities. It is the democratic form of government which brings the equality among the people. Now comes the third pillar, that is the accommodation of the differences. First of all, we will see its literal meaning. Accommodation means assemble the people represent under one roof to discuss and reach on solutions regarding differences, and then look after the implementation of laws made under one roof. Differences are the different opinions solved at the one point agenda by willingness to compromise by all the parties. What is the accommodation of differences? It means when the different political parties, and when the in the parliament, in the legislature, when there is political party, where there is opposition, they all share their opinions, especially the political parties which is in the majority, which is ruling party. They provide their opinions before the legislature, and for what thing? They have to make laws, so they have to listen to each other, they have to accommodate each other's differences. Everyone should be given equal opportunity to give its opinion, so that they all come to the one conclusion. Now we will see what the accommodation of differences in your textbook is referring to. The governments in a democracy are based upon the rule by the majority. As we know that the political party which gets the majority in the elections gets the chance to form the government. Majority means the maximum number of voters in the elections. Decisions are also taken by the majority in the democracy. In democratic form of government, the political party which gets the majority has the authority to make the decisions. The government in a democracy is thus formed by the political party who gets the majority of voters, as said earlier. In other words, the party that has maximum number of elected members in the legislature can make the government. As I said, that the political party which gets the most elected members, most number of voters, forms the government. The other elected members of the political parties form the opposition, which keeps the ruling party under check. It means that the other political parties which doesn't get the majority, but they are the opposition, they are the opposite team of that political party, they are the opposition political party which keeps a check, which keeps the political party which is in the rule they have to be accountable to them. That's why they are called opposition. In case of coalition, the majority party cannot force its will on the other constituent members of the government. It means coalition government, first of all, means that when two or more than two political parties form the government. So in coalition, the majority party can't force its decision on the other members. That means if a party gets more than votes to the other part than the other party, then it cannot force its decision on the other political parties, but they have to listen to each other while sharing their opinions. Their views too have to be considered before taking any decision. If a government does not consider the opinions and will of their allies and does not keep in mind the welfare of the people, it is thrown away by the people in next elections. So we can say that the political parties have to listen each other and also have to listen to the opposition's view. If they can't listen to each other, they cannot form a concrete decision, and also they have to keep in mind the welfare of the people. Whether whatever policies or laws they are making, they have to keep in mind the welfare of the people, that the laws, the policies ultimately are implement on the people. If they can't see the welfare of people, if they can't keep in mind the welfare of the people, they can be removed in the next elections. The opposition plays a key role in legislature to keep the government under check. Opposition's role is very important in the legislature because they have a check, they have a keep an eye on the majority party or the political party which is in the rule. The opposition can have a debate session with the ruling party, or in which opinions of all the members of legislature comes forward, and it becomes clear if the opinion is in the minority or the majority. But there are other debate sessions in the parliament, in the legislature. They listen, they share their opinions and views in that debate session. Whether the opinions are from the minority or the majority, they have to listen to each other. The government has to accommodate the minority opinions in order to enjoy the support of the people. They have to listen each other. They have to listen the opinions of minority so that they can get the support of the people. The ruling party not only listens the opposition, not only listens its members, but also the minority, those parties who are in minority, those parties who have very less votes in the legislature, so that they get the support of the people in the next elections. Now comes the another pillar, that is Enlightened and Displined citizens. What does this mean? Enlightened means which are more knowledgeable. Displined citizens means that they know what is good, what is bad. For efficient working of a democratic government, it is essential that people should be politically aware and disciplined. As we know that democratic form of government gives equal opportunities to all, but in a democratic government, the people should be aware about their rights, about political rights, their social rights, their the different economic rights. Politically should be aware and disciplined. Politically aware means that they have the right to vote after 18 years. What is political party? What is election? What is vote? They should be all aware about them. Politically aware citizens does not mean that they should be educated. It means that they should be well informed and socially responsive. It means that political awareness not only means that they are educated or whatever things, but they should be well informed about the elections, well informed about the right to vote, and socially responsive. Socially responsive means that they live in a society, they know how to vote, to which party we have to vote, what are the social things we have to keep in mind. As we know that in democracy, only people can bring about political change in the country. Force cannot bring any change in the society. We know that democratic form of government is a peaceful government, where the political change can be brought by the people. People can elect a good government and they can form the laws and policies for the welfare of people, but not the force. Not for force means that harsh things cannot bring the change in the society. For this, people should be politically well informed so that they can make a correct choice while choosing their representative among the candidates in the election. It means that people should be aware what to, whom to give vote or not, because of their they have to make a correct choice whether we have to vote to this political party or that political party, like BJP, Congress, etc. There are different political parties. People should know whom to vote, whom to not. They should know that. That's why they should be politically informed well. Then they can make a correct choice. He can analyze the merits and demerits of the government. Who? The people can analyze the merits and demerits of the government and can understand his role well. Such citizen will know whom to vote and will never be swayed away by the false promises and commitments. It means that the people should be well informed, well aware, so that they can play an important role while choosing their representatives, and they cannot get the manipulated by the false promises made by the some political representatives who said that we will give you this, we will give you that, you give us vote, we will make your life good, etc. No, people should decide whom to choose or not. The other thing is that the citizens should also be disciplined, which means that they should know how their rights and duties. This was about the enlightenment, that people should be aware about their rights, about their political rights, about their social responsiveness. They should know whom to vote, whom to not. But then comes the disciplined citizens. They should know what are their rights and what are their duties. They should know how to struggle for their rights and be ready to perform their duties. They should know that what are our rights, what are our duties to perform. They should also know to respect the opinions of others, which may or may not be the same as those of their own. The citizens of India should respect each other's opinion, and that is why they can respect to each other. Opinions differ. My opinion will be different from your opinion. That's why we should respect each other's opinion. He should not involve in any kind of conflict or difference of opinions. There should be no conflict over the opinions. He should not indulge in any kind of violent act, and violence has no place in a democratic setup. He should have a great tolerance and should follow the method of persuasion instead of coercion. What does this line mean? He should not indulge in any kind of violent act. The people or our representatives should not quarrel each other on the basis of opinions. Even the people should not have the violent acts to each other. But in democratic setup, there is the equal opportunity. There is given the right to bring your opinions, views before everyone. So there is no chance of violent acts. There should be great tolerance. Tolerance means we should tolerate. We should have that capacity to tolerate others' opinions. We should listen. We should keep our listening power more, and should follow the method of persuasion instead of coercion. Persuasion means that we should convince each other that this is good, this is bad, instead of coercion, instead of violent acts, coercion, instead of quarreling to each other. Thus, disciplined, enlightenment, and tolerant citizen is the essence of democratic country. So we can say the essence, the best thing of democratic country is that its citizens should be disciplined, enlightened, and tolerant. Disciplined, they should know their rights and duties. Enlightened, they should be well aware about their political rights, social rights. And tolerant citizen means we should respect each other's citizens. We should respect each other's opinions so that we can become a good country. India is a vast country full of diversity, thus there can be disagreements on a particular issue. We say that There are different, we have the diversity in India, but there are disagreements on an issue also, but which can be favorable to one group while the other interest group may find it unfavorable. Suppose we have two groups, one group will be favorable to one thing and another group will be unfavorable. Thus conflicts can arise in democracy also, but every citizen has the right to express his views. Everyone has the right to express his views. Thus it becomes the duty of the other citizen to listen to the views and accept his freedom of expression, that we discussed earlier, that we should listen to each other. We should develop the tolerance power, that we should listen to everyone's opinions, views, and also put forward our opinions, our views before the people. Thus, in a democratic form of government, acceptance and respect is given to diversity. So, in democratic form of government, like in India, we give respect to the diversity. We accept each other's diversity, whether the diversity in languages, whether diversity in religion, whether diversity in opinions. We respect each other. All the above mentioned aspects of democracy work as pillars on which the building of democracy stands, and all these aspects are making democracy a popular form of governance all over the world. So we can say that equality, decision making, accommodation of differences, enlightenment and disciplined citizens, all these things are the pillars of democracy. This builds the building of democracy. That's why democratic form of government is the popular and most preferable form of government all over the world. This was the end of the pillars of democracy. Thank you.